I ain't got no fucking notes, so
Well,
We gonna wing this.
whatever.
Shit,
Right? What's up, internet? Listen, we in this bitch GI shit. You know how we rock it. Yo, saying 21, it's a knife. And we here to talk about this Star Wars Rogue One movie review. This is I don't know, what would you describe this as highly anticipated?
Anything that Star Wars is gonna be highly anticipated, but at the same time, it's also a side story. So
All right,
The
so let's,
hype was a little bit lower, just a little bit lower than last year.
I have a bunch
I
of
don't know
weird.
about a little bit lower.
No, it was definitely.
No, but look,
it was a lot
I'm
lower.
saying a little like a team.
Yeah.
When you saying it's a lot lower than that?
I think it's a little bit more lower
Yeah,
than
so
that. Yeah,
people
I didn't see a
hyping it
bunch
up.
of weeaboos.
There was only-
We didn't.
Well,
We didn't
last year,
get
bro.
spam. We didn't get spam with those tragic Twitter accounts and people coming in.
Yeah,
people wasn't
for the
trying to
movie
spoil it. Yeah.
Weeks before, literally weeks
Yeah.
before the.
It was
Yeah.
there was some hype, I would say, but it wasn't like it was only like neckbeard hype. It wasn't hype amongst the general population.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I didn't have to block the word Star Wars.
Yeah,
Right.
It was only hyped amongst people who hide out in the back of the Barnes and Nobles in the manga section. That's where the hype was.
Damn, I like the manga section, boy.
The bonds and no
Why you talking about me, Loki?
Listen, you guys are nerds. Listen, all right. So let me ask you. Let's start off this video with this. Did any of y'all have any expectations for Star Wars Rogue One?
Not really.
No.
No.
Okay. So everybody just went in with the free mind. Same here. I like the movie. I'll say I like the movie, but I'll maybe I got a little bit more excited towards like the launch because like when the reviews are coming out, like I was seeing 9s everywhere. And when I went and saw it, like I still say it's a good movie, but to me it was like a 7. Like to me, Rogue One was filler, but it was decent filler. How would y'all describe it overall?
I give it an 8, mate.
Why?
Just think it was good overall. I just think it was a good
Well, why?
overall movie. It was why it was. I liked the story. I liked the characters. I thought the characters were great. I love the final act of the whole movie's fire, and I like how it ties into New Hope. It makes New Hope a better movie too. I think you should watch this movie. Like I feel like this movie's part of New Hope. Like you should watch this and then like watch New Hope like at the exact same sitting.
Well, I mean, it is. It literally happens.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, watching it in one sitting, like don't like separate it or cut it out. Like watch both of them together. I just feel like it just makes the
You
overall.
about to be sitting for a minute, bro. That's a long.
I'm saying, yeah, that's a long.
Yeah,
minute.
it's gonna be a minute, but
That's literally days.
you know.
I don't know. I disagree. The reason why I'm caught on with TBH and I give it a 7 is boy in the beginning.
But a 7 and 8 are good.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying.
It's just not as
bad.
good
I'm
as
saying,
like some of these papers are
Exactly.
saying.
I don't think it's a 9.
outlets.
I don't think it's a 9.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying it's a 7. Like it's better than average. Like it's a good movie.
It's a
but,
good
like,
movie.
In the beginning, I was fucking falling asleep, dog. That shit was so boring. I'm so serious. Nah, bro, that shit started off so slow. Like I was in the theater falling asleep. I was like, what time is it, boy? It's 7 o'clock. How am I almost falling asleep in this shit? Like I didn't want to see Space Forest Whitaker, boy. Like I'm just being 100.
You want to mess with Saw Gerrera? You want to mess with Robot Saw Gerrera?
Don't say about
Robot Whitaker, fam.
Nah,
Talk about
bro.
Clone War Commander, dog. Don't talk about
That
it.
nigga.
I have a question. Was the script for this film pinned was it pinned around the same time as A New Hope, or was this something that was recently pinned within the past few
This
years?
is brand new. This is when Disney got control of it.
So
They decided-
you know how they call like Mass Effect the video game of Star Wars of video games or whatever. The video games the video game of Star Wars.
Yeah,
A space opera.
They say it's like Star Wars. They say it's the video game version of Star Wars. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, dare I say, like I just thought about this. Is Rogue One a
Don't
ripoff
say
of
it.
Mass Effect 2?
Oh my god, boy.
Oh my
boy.
god. Oh
wow.
What? No,
I
no,
knew you were gonna
no,
say it. I
no,
knew you were gonna say
no,
it.
wait. Is not.
I mean,
is
you're
not,
not wrong.
Is not Mass Effect
It's
2
the
about a
same
suicide
plot point.
mission
It's
to
the same
save
plot.
humanity?
I mean,
The only difference is, spoiler alert, everybody can make it out alive. That's the only difference.
Yeah, it's pretty much the
Yeah.
same story.
all
All right, well, let's rewind it. Let's rewind it for those who haven't seen it and those who have seen it. Let's just
So
give
you
a quick,
should see it if you're watching.
yeah, if you're seeing this, the guy's going like the war is about to pop off between the Empire and the Rebellion, and they find out that the Death Star has a weakness in it. That was one thing I'll give a positive to. I liked that because remember
They
one
explained it.
of the jokes that was always about Star Wars is why did they always find a way to blow up the fucking that little
Exactly.
hole? I'm glad they
weapon of mass
integrity.
destruction and added like a small little flaw in the system. Like who the fuck does that?
that was always the joke. So I like
They
that in
fixed the
Rogue
plot
One they
hole.
explained that plot hole. That was I'll give them that. That was a positive.
That was genius.
Yeah,
They
same.
filled it up.
Other than that, like, how are you getting to the Death Star first off? And second of all, how you blowing that big ass thing up? Now,
You got Luke Skywalker. What you talking about?
I mean, besides Luke, besides the
Right.
Force, and that's what I was about to get on. So this is why
Force,
I only liked this movie a little bit. Now, I'm a fan of the Jedi. I'm a fan of using all the Force powers. And
don't
only
be
at
like
the
my
end
brother.
did we
Don't
get
be
that.
like my
that,
brother.
that
Oh my god!
Don't be like my
JG
brother.
went into this movie for the wrong
JG,
reason.
you in the wrong.
wait.
That was
You
my
thought-
brother.
you thought they were gonna be Jedi?
I am a
Let my
fan.
man
I
finish,
said
let my man
I am a fan of Jedi. I did not go into the movie expecting this. I just said I like that more. Like I like the Jedi combat more.
JG, my coon brother gave this movie a 5 out of 10 because he was like, I wanted Jedi.
Oh no!
And I was like,
I
dog,
would
they all
no, I
dead.
would never. No, I enjoyed the movie. Let's
Okay, but
He was trolling,
Let's
but
make that clear.
to counter that, you got
Hey,
a
that's
nigga
not what
who
it's
was
about.
literally one with the Force.
But I was
bro.
about
He
to I was
pulling
about
up
to
with-
say that. I was about to say, so you didn't even let me get into it. You didn't even let me get into it. So we
So much
got
hate
my
for
nigga
art.
Kenshi out here. And
He
he
was a
said he
real
one with
nigga.
the Force, and he out here using his Jedi moves. He ain't got no saber, but he is one with the Force, and he was whooping ass.
I mean, honestly, if
So
they
I
would just
did
gave him a
appreciate
lightsaber, he was a Jedi.
Oh
Like-
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, he has supernatural powers. He could.
So was he actually a
wasn't
Jedi?
supernatural, boy. He was-
Nah, he was just
wasn't-
connected to the
No, he
Force. They
just
said.
was.
Exactly, he was
Yeah.
just
Force
into the
sensitive.
Force because
Okay.
because the thing is,
I'm-
the Force is in everything, so that's how he was able.
Well,
to
he was
see
Force
even without
sensitive.
he
sight.
said, "I am one with the Force." The Force is him. Yes, we know.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that other
Right.
Hawaiian nigga said I was one with the Force too, and he just shot
Nigga,
him.
Yeah,
nigga,
he
no,
walked through.
but here's
shot
the
a
thing,
couple
he-
people kept getting
He
shot.
didn't really believe it though until the end.
Well, yeah,
Like,
it took his
Right,
friend to
once
die.
everybody was
Like,
dead.
Cause he,
Yeah,
cause he
fuck
was,
it.
the whole movie he was slandering homeboy. He was like, "Yeah, that's
You
my
stupid.
homeboy," but he really in
You
that
stupid.
gay ass Force shit, my nigga. I don't really believe that.
You're not
He's like,
wrong.
I'm over here saving his ass. I don't really believe in it like that. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? But that's my homie, so I'm just gonna stick with him. You know what I'm saying?
It was funny. The funny thing is,
Yeah,
like
right.
you said the gay ass Force thing. I saw in an interview that they were hinting at those two were actually gay lovers.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Yeah,
In-
Wait, what?
I gotta find that video for you. It was, the director of the movie said it. There's little subtle hits in the movie that he was gay. They were both gay, and they were
I
actually.
didn't even notice that.
interesting.
I mean, that's like
Huh.
normal, right?
Yeah,
like,
I didn't pick
you
that
know,
up.
yeah, you
I
never
didn't
picked that
either,
up.
but
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know if,
If it's
I
a
believe
Kotaku
that.
article, if it's a Kotaku
Hold up.
article,
What's the name of the characters again?
Force is dead, gender.
So we have
Jin-
I'll put
or
Rogue
something
One
like
gay. And then,
Chirrut and Base.
Yes.
I don't remember any of them.
I don't.
it's a bunch of articles.
I
If you-
barely
if you
remember
Google
the
it.
main character's name.
I'm
Jin.
looking at the IMDb right now.
Here you go.
I'm not gonna lie though. I
Jin-
thought the
Jin is
movie
name
would be a
of
little bit better.
Are these the gay Star Wars characters we've been looking for? Well, I'll say that. I'll say like I didn't know. Which that means
Yeah, I
that was
didn't know
brilliant
They
writing.
said I feel like I would have to watch it a second time because the director said he put little subtle hints in it that they were
I
lovers.
mean, one
Yeah.
dude is blind. Like I wasn't expect. No, like I didn't see
I
this at all.
wouldn't say that, yeah, but
I'm not saying that
I'll
he
be-
can be, but I didn't see
Well,
it.
you know what? I'll say I'll give credit and give him props for it because like to put like let's say a gay character and not flaunt it around like oh this is a gay character look at this
Flamboyant.
yeah they just straight say like yo like they're gay like
No,
I
but
can
I mean-
respect that yeah
Yeah, I think you're right. I just gotta watch it a second time. And
Yeah,
really
I gotta
pay
watch it,
attention
pay
for them
attention.
hits.
yeah I didn't
Because
see it.
yeah, I didn't see it anyway. Like at least I don't know. Maybe they look at each other longingly.
Yeah, let's get off sexuality. Let's talk about the movie
one,
again.
one dude's blind so I thought they
I
were
was just
looking
putting
at
that out
each
there.
other.
What's the name?
Whatever.
All right. So, how did y'all feel about the main character? I don't know her name. The white girl,
Jin
Urso.
Urso.
Jen. Like, do y'all think she did her thing in the movie?
yeah she did good
Yeah. I was expecting. I don't know. It's weird. I guess the way that they marketed the movie, I thought that she would be more of on like a lone mission, as opposed to like the power of friendship. I mean, it didn't hurt, but I guess that's just the trailers made it
She
kind of.
was the main character because of the importance of her
Dad, but
father,
exactly,
and
but
because
she-
of Saul. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Like I was expecting her to turn up a little bit more, but I understand like how she ended up in this situation. She wasn't trying to, but people's got mama got clapped, and then the daddy got captured. So they're trying to
Can you
capture
say how
her too,
stupid
but
that
all
fucking
them
mom was?
Yeah,
you talk about
that
fucking
scene-
stupid
Why
that
did she
shit
pull
was.
up on that?
Look,
Why'd she do
man,
that? That was
look,
stupid as fuck.
She was just trying something. She kind of knew that
That didn't make no
they
sense.
weren't going to be able to get away. So
I mean,
she
she's
decided to pull up.
the thing about she was a scientist, and the thing about like scientists, like a lot of them, like just really smart people, is they're book smart, but they don't have no common sense.
But no,
And
this-
she was just going off passion.
No, this is the thing. Like home dude, like he actually believed him for a second that his wife died. Like he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dog." There was a
No,
moment
I
where
He
he
believed
believed it
that for a
until she
second.
hella
He said,
sarcastic.
"You're not a good liar, bro."
He was
didn't believe
extremely
that for a second.
sarcastic.
He said he
with
didn't
that.
believe it.
Yeah, he was hella sarcastic.
Well,
Also, if we can talk about
Wade,
this real quick. The very first scene in the movie, where Homeboy's ship pulls up to the planet, and this man parks like 3 miles away
yeah,
from the farm. I was like, that's a long walk, bro. Like,
why would you park that far, dog?
like I was like, this was done strictly for dramatic, cinematic purposes. Like, there's like no, you don't park down the street to pull up to your homie's house. Like that doesn't make sense.
I was listening. I like even though that shit was goofy, I felt like the director was my favorite new character that they added. Like I just like the way that he looked. He looked really evil, basically. Like he played the part
Like white
well. I feel like he's
supremacy?
gonna sell a lot of action figures. Like he just looked real cool. I thought his outfit and shit.
Oh, you mean
White
the main
supremacist.
villain, the dude in the
The
white?
main villain, the dude in the white, the director
Talking about
something.
Krennic.
Yeah, the
Krennic.
director Krennic. Yeah, okay. You didn't like him?
Eh.
Why
I
y'all
thought he was
here?
kind of a hoe.
Why y'all here?
Nigga. I thought Homeboy, who they CGI'd in, was more menacing than him. He seemed
Yeah.
like a bitch.
I think his best scene was when Vader choked him and said, "Don't
Yeah.
choke on your ambition."
But
nigga.
that was because of the scenery, boy. The scenery was super fire, boy.
on that Mustafar.
That scene was a
nigga.
little weird though, because after he choked at the director, like he looks at the camera and smiles, and I'm like, did he like that? That was kind of gay.
Oh, he's like,
I think
I'm sorry, Lord Vader.
I
Can I have
remember
some more?
why he smiled in the moment, but I
He was
forget
like-
right now.
it was
Nah,
because
he-
he,
Because
for
he
a
was low key
reason.
plotting. He was low key plotting from the beginning. So he like, well, I'm
Oh,
still
no,
doing
no.
what I do.
He
still had his
That's
position.
why he smiled. Yeah, he still had his
Yeah.
position because he asked
'Cause he
Vader. He
would've
was like,
killed
"So, am I still in charge?" And
Yeah.
then Vader starts choking him. He's like, "Be careful not to choke on your aspirations." And he's like, "All right, so cool."
Alright,
So that
true.
nigga back there ain't in charge, boy. I'm still the head
You know
honcho.
the funny
Yes.
thing?
So
So,
he's still giving him
Krennic, so
points.
Krennic is white, and the general is white too, who wanted to take credit for his for everything he did right with the Death Star. But it just literally made me think back to what white people have been doing to us for years. You know? it really did.
Man,
It was like,
this is a great job, fam. I know you
Yeah.
worked on
We're
it.
supposed to be
for
reviewing a
I
movie.
can't wait.
Stop
this is
getting
This is
political.
important.
Reviewing
This
your
is
movie.
important, though. No, this is very important because this is what George Lucas envisioned from the beginning, right? This is what Star Wars is, right?
Man,
Fighting
we're not
white
getting-
supremacy.
This
And
is a
white people
kid
still
movie.
taking
This is a
taking
kid-
credit for the white
This
people's
is a
ideas.
kid movie, JG. We are not going there, dog.
Oh,
you look for the
my.
after hour
Anyway,
review. We are not about to go there, dog.
I feel that. I
Have
feel
people
that.
hurt.
Well, bring it back to the CG that Adon brought up. How did y'all feel about the CG that was done? The old boy that got choked out in the original trilogy. What was his name? He was in the movie.
Grand
yeah,
Moff.
I forget.
Yeah, Grand Moff. I thought his CG was terrible, but I
Yeah,
thought
same.
at the end Princess Leia looked amazing. Like I
Leila's
was like,
was great.
bitch, did
Oh,
you
yeah,
just?
yeah, yeah.
I was like, did you just drink from the fountain of youth? That shit.
Yeah,
looked real.
yeah.
It did not age at all.
At all. That technology
Yeah,
shit
that
is
shit
crazy.
looked great.
It was probably easier to do because she's still alive versus old boy.
Yeah,
they had to redo his
yeah.
whole body and shit,
Mm-hmm.
so they had something to
that
work
was
with.
tragic.
He seemed kind of tall. I'm not gonna front. Like he seemed like abnormally tall. I was like, I don't know about that.
His hair looked weird to me. It looked off.
Boy, whenever he was in scenes by himself, I was like, nigga, is this? Am I watching like a cutscene from a video game, boy? Like,
yeah.
Right,
Right now.
I want to know how they did his voice
all
though.
the other CGI
Probably
looked
an
incredible.
Oh, okay.
Especially the CGI over the ending battle
The
planet,
space fight
like that
was
shit looked
amazing.
incredible.
Y'all
Oh, the space
made
battle
that.
was dope. Yeah,
The
yeah.
space battle was amazing.
I had
The
one
ground
problem
battle
with
was
that
amazing.
space battle though. The one scene where that ship rams into the Star
I knew
Destroyer.
you were gonna
Yeah,
say that.
yeah,
And then he
okay,
pushes
okay,
it into
okay,
another
yeah,
Star
yeah.
Destroyer. I'm like,
Yeah,
come
we
on,
know
that
was
little
bullshit.
ship. Come on,
We
God.
know it was
No,
bullshit.
no,
It was called a hammerhead, though.
No. I believe that they could have pushed it. I don't believe that nobody was shooting at it or trying to stop it from pushing it. Because as soon as, because you got to think about it like this. everybody knows what an aircraft carrier does, or the fact that it has jets on top of it or anything like that. So you would think, oh, that's a hammerhead cruiser that's created for ramming purposes. Like if you were to see a ram on a ship back in pirate days in fucking Caribbean or whatever. So I would see that little ass ship pulling up and being like, oh, we gotta take that out. That's gonna ram us. And especially there's a Star Destroyer next to us. Yeah, I know what they're doing.
Maybe I give it the benefit of doubt. Maybe because they were in a space battle and there was a bunch of shit going on.
You have to understand.
It's not
a Star
that
Destroyer has literally
the Star Destroyers do have blind sides.
Thousands of people on those ships,
but they have blind sides, and on top of that, they were also on turrets trying to shoot off the fighters and the bombers that were also trying to bomb them. So it's
I'm sure that they did a little bit of damage to that Star Destroyer.
Yeah, and they were trying to protect the ship. Yeah, because I remember the X-Wings destroyed the little ball thing on top of their sensor array. Because I know that because I'm a nerd and I played Empire at War.
True.
Yeah, it's a strategy game. But yeah, you can destroy that. You basically take out their sensors. And then don't laugh at me, okay? I played it when I was a kid.
Are you a neckbeard?
I loved that strategy game when I was a kid. It was RTS I loved. So,
all right, so let's get to the robot, though. Let's get to the comedic value.
He was dope. He was dope.
K2SO. Did y'all like him or not?
I liked him. I
like all the robots. What do you rank him?
Is
he better than
BB-8 still up there.
BB-8 still better
than R2-D2?
Not at all.
Is he better than C-3PO?
Yes, he is. He's
Who likes C-3PO?
Nobody likes C-3PO.
Everybody like R2-D2. Nobody really likes C-3PO.
nobody likes.
All right, but he come with the package, boy, so you can't be like.
They got separated multiple times. We can separate them.
K2SO was a sarcastic mofo. I swear to God.
I'm kind of mad that he had no modulation on his voice. That kind of like threw me off, because he sounded like somebody had just recorded a voiceover and they just put it on him. Like I don't know, it's weird. All the other
you wanted him to sound more robot-y.
Exactly. All the other robots have at least some sort of light modulation on their voice. Like he had like none. But besides that, I fucked with that nigga at the very, very end. But all the shit leading up to it, like I didn't laugh at any of his sarcasm.
Really?
Damn,
you didn't laugh at the part when they was in the Jedi Sacred Planet and then old girl shot the other K2 and he's like, did you know that was me? That wasn't me? And she was like, sure. Like, you didn't laugh at that part?
Come on now.
Shit, you know what? I was sleeping during that, boy.
Oh my god!
I told y'all the beginning was boring.
Okay, so you missed a good battle. That was a good scene.
You missed a battle. Yeah, that was a good scene.
Did you really fall asleep? Like, seriously?
I swear to God.
Oh my goodness.
So you must have fell asleep right after they met Forrest Whitaker in his old age.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, before that.
No. I fell asleep. I fell asleep before that. They didn't meet him yet. I fell asleep when they just like picked up
landed.
Jin. And we're
you're behind.
We're taking her to
I'm gonna need to see it
or whatever.
Yeah, you fell asleep when the rebels pulled up.
15 minutes. I missed like 15 minutes.
You fell asleep when she met the Rebel Alliance, basically, for the first time.
Yeah, pretty much around there. So like I was like in and out. So like I would catch.
You know they gonna cook your ass in the car.
Yeah, they gonna cook. Don't say that.
Tell them niggas to cook the damn director for that.
I mean, you can tell a
slow ass intro. Boy.
Damn, it didn't make me fall asleep though.
Yeah, I didn't fall asleep.
I'm sorry.
Like I fell asleep.
I don't like no character development.
Yeah,
I
didn't fall asleep during Star Wars.
I don't fall asleep in any movies, boy. So like that's
this nigga is a Michael Bay fan.
Yeah,
No. Don't at me because I didn't fall asleep in the Revenant, boy. And the Revenant slow as shit, boy.
Oh my
god.
I went to see the movie at
the Revenant was
10:30
super slow, boy. Nah, this shit was just boring in the beginning. I'm sorry.
I don't know, man.
All right. So what?
Before we move on, going back to K2SO, anyone notice that really all he wanted in life was a blaster?
Yeah. All was a gun. He just wanted his little land.
All he wanted was his hand. He was like, "You give her a gun, you know she's gonna use you, right?"
You can't tell me that scene wasn't.
The probability of you getting shot is high, very high.
You know what? I'll tell you why. Now I'm thinking about it. I was like, whatever about him. He reminded me of a humanoid robotic version of Tars from Interstellar. That's all. The personality's the same.
Yeah. I don't know what that is, so I can't speak.
Tars.
You didn't see Interstellar?
You didn't see
I've never seen that.
Oh, okay. Well, Tars is pretty much like a brick-looking robot that was literally had the same personality. He was like sarcastic and would be like, "Do you know the probability of us going into that black hole is?" Like type shit like that. So
I think he had.
I was like,
I think he had
already
the
seen it
personality of Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
what
like
I think.
almost to a T.
Yeah, and not only that, but his last final scene where that nigga was 1v100. And
like I said, I thought that was hard. I thought that was when I liked him, but
he
like
was
I'm
hard.
still whatever about him.
I liked him.
Fair enough. So what part of the movie woke you up, Anon? I'm curious.
Probably heard a loud explosion.
You know what it was? No, you know what it was? It was when Gene was talking to old Forrest Whitaker, and he was like, Did they come here? Did they tell you to come here to kill me?
He's like this man making Forrest Whitaker sound like a runaway slave, boy.
That's how he was sounding.
Yeah, that's how he sounded.
That's what he sounded
Yeah.
like.
His acting, he took the cake. He was the worst actor in the movie. It was pretty bad.
He was a plot device, boy. What do you expect? Because listen, how you gonna tell me this man was fighting literally up until the point that Jin got there, and right after he seen her, he was like, "I did my job. I'm just gonna let this nuclear explosion kill me."
No, but that makes sense though. That makes sense because he's been looking for her. She finally pulled up, and he was like, "Look, I've been looking for you.
Yeah,
I gotta show you this message from your father."
No.
And now my job is done. I'm done fighting. He said, "I'm tired of fighting. I'm about to go out like a Jeep."
He did say there ain't much.
Do you really think he could run away? Look at him.
Come. You
Look
right.
at him.
He could have tried, boy.
Hell no.
He had Oscar.
It would've
Nah,
made-
nah.
it
Well,
would've-
they
nah,
really
He ain't got no
That
thrusters
man
on that
was on the
suit.
oxygen tank.
That nigga had an asthma machine on him, dog. He wasn't going
I
nowhere
would
with
have
that
liked
shit.
him to start
And,
running. No, hold on.
Unrealistic.
No, I would have liked him to start running, and then when he's running, he's like, "God damn, bitch, I'm old. I ain't got no legs." And then he stops, and then he's like, "Hey, Jen, you do your thing, playboy. I'ma stand right here." Like
That's what he did.
No. But he was at the boy. He got crushed by a rock, boy. Don't talk to me, bro. This man probably got crushed
Like
by
that was all that to get crushed by, bro.
Right, ain't nothing but rocks.
he could have got hit. He could have got hit by the blast. They got hit by the blast in the end, boy. Stop,
See how far the
Oh
blast
my goodness.
boy. Leave it
Come
alone.
on, Aina. Come on, the blast was hella far away
Nah,
from
Come
him.
on,
Nah, fuck that
dog.
plot device, boy.
Wow, this nigga hated on him.
No.
my
I guess my complaint is like he gave up too easy to me. I feel like it was just like, oh, I have no will to live, like right then and there. But I never got.
I get what you're saying. Like he
at any
could
point.
he could have served as like a council member in the rebellion, like giving
Exactly,
a strategist or something like that. I get what you're
I
saying.
But that wouldn't work. That
Okay,
wouldn't work
but
because they
okay,
stated
but
in
I'm
the
saying-
movie.
but I'm
Just
saying-
start destroying the puppet.
That's fine.
No,
that's fine.
I'm saying the
even
movie
if you don't-
stated that they did not like him. Like
That's
they
fine.
were not
That's
on
fine.
him.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
'cause
That's
he
fine.
was
That's
he was
fine.
still
But I'm
on the
saying-
side of the rebels, but not really.
Yeah,
He was
the
his
rebels
own
didn't
person
like
still
him.
But I'm
Yeah,
saying-
but they said at some point in the
out of
movie they
nowhere-
were willing to forgive him. Like it
Exactly.
wasn't.
No.
But
That's not-
would he
that's
be
not
willing
true.
to forgive them?
Them, yeah. They said no,
listen,
and on top of
what
that,
I'm
there's a
saying
segment
is-
of the rebels that didn't want him to
Y'all
come back.
aren't
They said
hearing me.
kill him.
He had no will. He out of nowhere. He had no will to live. Okay,
I just
But
told
that
you
wasn't-
I don't.
No,
That nigga had no will to live the moment he lost his legs. What you talking about,
bruh.
dog?
That wasn't alluded to at all, fam. What are you talking about?
The moment
You were
he saw
asleep,
her,
what do you
he
mean?
was like,
Right,
yeah, he was.
I
act
will
like Darth
say
Vader, great value, Darth Vader.
I will
dog.
say what about them, like what's disappointing is not only like his acting, but like the trailers made it seem like he was a pivotal character. It's like
Exactly.
I
he
agree with
he was
that.
on the screen for
Hey,
5
Bryan
minutes.
Cranston got
He got
rid of him, boy.
he got in a Skype call and then they killed him after the Skype call was over. I was like, all right.
Thank you.
I was like, all
Let's
right.
go to that. I mean,
I mean,
you gotta lie.
he's a glaring
who got the
issue
worst
with the
death?
movie.
Who got the worst death in the movie though?
Him.
You
No.
think so? Nah, you tripping, boy. Homeboy in the ship when they threw the grenade at him after he made the call.
Oh yeah, he did get clowned.
Boy,
I mean,
GG,
the way
that one went that bad. That one went that bad.
The
No,
second he got
the
done with his
one that bad.
The Jedi got way worse, dog. That nigga got shot.
No, the
7
the
times.
folks that got
And
trapped in that
head.
room with Darth Vader had the worst of death, bro. What you?
Oh yeah, you right. You
Yeah,
right.
the
man
Darth
got
Vader
pissed up to a ceiling.
My
He got
man's
sliced,
here.
bro.
Yo,
My man's got wrecked.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, but
right, he got number
let's
five, boy, he
get to
got
that
clapped.
though. Let's get to Vader
number
pulling
5.
up, dog. When they were trying to
Yes,
escape,
boy,
they were
yes.
They was trying to go in the hyperdrive. Vader said, "Nuh-uh, nope, hold that. I'm here. All y'all niggas dead. And he said, I'm gonna get on the ship and kill everybody."
I loved that scene.
That scene
showed
that honestly, that scene served no purpose. It was strictly fan service, which I have no problem with. It was strictly.
Don't you complain about that?
No, I'm not complaining, but I'm talking about in the context of the story. It served no purpose. It was just fan service to remind everybody that he's a badass.
It set up
sense.
war. Yeah,
I'm not saying it didn't make sense. I'm saying it wasn't necessary.
Oh,
No,
I
it was-
see.
It
I
wasn't.
mean,
it was
I think-
necessary.
I
We
still
needed
think the
Lord
scene
Vader.
was incredible just because it shows like that nigga was
Yeah.
the Lord of the Sith.
I
He
feel
was-
like
he was
it
fearsome.
was.
Like
You
you always
disrespect that nigga.
in all the later episodes, all you ever hear is Darth Vader's so scary. Darth Vader's so scary. But like,
Yeah, you don't
to be
see
honest,
him do
every
it.
time you see Darth Vader, Luke whooping his ass or like going toe to toe with him. So like, it's like it doesn't really show that fear. But I think that scene was kind of like when the Lord of the Sith pull up, nigga. Like he
The
pull up.
only-
On the run, man.
Yeah, the only two exceptions to that was in the beginning of episode 4 because they do basically the same thing. Like he shows up on the ship and he just murks everybody, and then when Luke meets them in Dagobah, you know, when he has that.
You're also
fucking-
forgetting
But
Star
And
Wars.
we-
No. What was the game with Starkiller?
but that's we're not talking about the
Unleashed.
game.
That's not
Force
canon.
Unleashed.
Yeah,
Force
I know,
Unleashed.
but I'm saying like that's another example of where like at the beginning of the game when he went and got Starkiller as a kid and he slaughtered that whole village. That was another time that he went off.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
I
that's
feel you.
they should
But
have
I'm
shown
saying
more.
they don't show it in cinema
Yeah.
of him being like this.
They explain
fearsome,
it.
Like
They don't
exactly.
show it.
It's always in the
Because
comic
everybody-
books and off-brand like
Exactly.
non-canon
'Cause-
shit. I get what you're saying.
Because everybody's always afraid of him in the movies. Like
Nobody wants to fight
everyone,
him.
and they're intimidated by him. Besides, like the Emperor, but nobody shows why. They just show that this nigga walk around and he can choke niggas sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's scary, but that's not any Jedi
You don't
can
see him-
technically do that.
You don't see him 1v500 and you just see him, okay,
Exactly.
he chokes about. But like the only exception would be like, and then the only nigga that stood up to this man got his arm cut, like his hand cut off. Like that's the
Exactly.
only like power we got. To
Hey,
see
but
him.
look, Krennic was like, "Hey, yo, Vader, handle my lightweights, cuz," and he pulled up. That's all
I just
you
want
need
to say
know.
the funniest shit that I think when I went with Miles and them, like the funniest thing we got out of that movie was the end was basically this nigga went from save me, fuck this, take this shit, run,
Yep,
dog.
yep, I
Like, he flipped this shit so
He
quick.
was like,
dog.
open the door, bro. Open the door. Oh,
Dog, that part was crazy,
Take
yo.
the shit, take the ticket.
Bro, that's what
Like,
I'm saying. Like, I felt
not
so
giving
bad
it
for
to
this
him.
man.
Yeah, like
Not
you
getting
felt
into
fear. You felt his fear. Like I think that's the difference. Like I think in the original trilogy, you didn't feel fear when you saw Vader. You felt like, oh shit. But I think that
Exactly.
scene
It's pull-up
in
time.
Rogue One, it had a fear factor to it. You was like,
Yeah, he
oh,
put the
shit.
lightsaber through him and the door.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I made the
bro.
comparison. I was like, that nigga was a Dead by Daylight boss, dog. Like that's what that nigga was. Like in that scene, like that nigga
Just,
pulled up.
just him
was.
coming out the
He pulled
darkness
up.
and you
Yeah.
got on a black suit.
All
Like,
black.
come on,
suit.
yo.
Like, you scared as
Yeah.
shit, dog.
And
You
the
probably
red
You
got-
light-
got
Lightsaber
red,
boy?
just a red
Yeah.
saber.
what you gonna do, dog? Shoot him?
No, especially when he grabbed all the blasters away from them niggas after he deflected most of them, and then he walks
Like,
past
why, bro?
one.
He's just showing off.
I'm gonna tell you,
He walks past one of them, slams homeboy in the roof. He said, "Nah, you next, boy." Boy cut down two niggas in front of him. I would have been like, "Yo."
one thing.
And keep in mind, homeboy was still pinned to the roof. Like,
Yeah, it pinned him.
And then he cut up.
Yeah, and then the one thing I think a lot of people didn't notice was people had I noticed this and I was like, oh shit. So I remember when episode 7 came out, people complained that Kylo Ren was like they made him overly more powerful than Vader because there's like I've never seen anybody in the original trilogy reflect a blaster like that,
With
hold it
their
in
hand?
midair. Yeah,
Oh,
but if
yeah.
if you watch Rogue again, he does it. Like Lord Vader, he stops a bullet in midair and he flicks it back at him. So I was like, oh, they added that to basically put it and say, yeah, Vader can do it. So even though it was never insinuated,
I can also
I
argue
thought
that's a
it was
petty argument because, what's the name?
It's not an argument; it's a fact.
No, but I'm saying the reason he could be stronger is because he's taking the teachings of Vader and then perfecting them even further. Because the thing
This
is,
dude becomes a
that's literally the meaning of life. You take what you learn in your life and you pass it on to your kids, and they
Exactly.
improve upon it.
But
So
that nigga
that's
didn't-
why
he
he
didn't-
could be stronger than Vader.
He didn't learn his fighting style from Vader though. Like he didn't. All he was trying to do was find Vader's love. For
Yeah,
the
he learned it from Luke, right?
Though.
No,
And
he didn't learn his fighting style. He learned
Yes,
it from
he did. Luke trained him.
Snoke taught him that fighting style because he doesn't follow Luke's fighting style. We've
Well,
already gone through the theories.
the
of that.
problem
He
with that
doesn't-
is we don't know who
he doesn't-
Snoke is, so we can't
he
dig too
doesn't-
deep into
All right,
that.
I'll say this. What we do know is
fighting style.
No, what we
but
do
that
know
doesn't
is
mean
he
he
does
didn't
not-
learn from him.
No, because if you learn from somebody, it's the same with Obi and Anakin. They do the same fighting style because your master teaches you his fighting style, and that's why the whole theory came out that he was actually Mace Windu. Like
That's
he was
not
related
that's
to
not
Mace Windu,
necessarily
da, 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 da.
true.
That is true in all of the original.
No, but I'm saying like that's not. But I'm just saying you can
Obi-Wan
surpass the
taught Luke
master.
Skywalker his lightsaber style as well. That's why he was training with the thingy. He was.
But you're
teaching
saying
his
because you
saber.
train under somebody else, you can't learn something new. This man had two different masters.
He's
combining styles. Goku's the perfect example. Goku surpassed Master Roshi in every way.
No. We're not talking about Goku. We're talking about Kylo Ren. Who did Kylo Ren have?
Oh my God.
He's not understanding though.
No. I'm saying who did Kylo Ren have training him outside of Snoke?
Luke and Snoke was his trainers.
It's canon.
The two
It's
greatest
canon.
lightsaber or the two greatest force users in the world at the time.
So Luke taught him his lightsaber style. So how would he learn Vader's lightsaber style?
Oh my God, are you paying attention? Okay, so
Right, man.
so are you agreeing or disagreeing that Luke trained him?
I'm confused. Just rephrase the question because I'm just confused about what the.
I'm asking. Do you believe that Luke trained Kylo Ren, or do you not believe that Luke trained Kylo Ren? Because they say in Episode 7.
I think
the reason Luke went into hiding was because he trained Kylo and then he went to the dark side.
Yes, but I don't think that's his fighting style. Like it's shown in the film. He does not fight with Luke's fighting style.
So so you're saying that he learned the discipline of the Jedi from Luke, but didn't learn his actual style.
I'm saying I agree to a point that he probably initially learned how to wield a lightsaber, fight with a lightsaber off of Luke. But when he betrayed and went to the dark side, he's like, yo, I'm going to teach you these new moves, dog. And then he was like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to use these moves. And that's why it's just shown in the film.
So you're saying that his main influence is not Luke and Snoke?
No, yeah, it's not. It's like you're a little kid, you're a teenager, you learn like teenager tricks, and now you're an adult. All right, I'm going to teach you some real shit. And then he's using the real, because you see it, he does not fight like Luke in Episode 7 at all. You see the way he fights.
My problem with that argument is you can't say that Snoke is his main influence if he feels conflicted every time Han and his mother would come around.
No, that's a psychological. I'm talking about pure fighting style. Like that was the argument. You said that that he learned his shit from Vader. I was like, no, Vader was dead. He had no way of learning Vader's fight.
No, I was talking about surpassing Vader. The reason he could surpass Vader. That's all I was saying. I didn't say he.
I agree. He could surpass Vader.
The reason why I'm saying he also could pull up on Vader's fighting style is because Obi-Wan taught Anakin and also Obi-Wan taught Luke. So in a sense. And they use the same fighting style. So in a sense, Luke does have
that's the connection I saw. Right, yeah.
And Luke beat Vader, so he has an improved version of Vader's fighting style, and Luke trained Kylo. So they're
all connected.
Through transition.
I see what you're saying with him going to the dark side and learning, different lightsaber tricks. He could also be using a combination of Snoke and Luke's style.
But what I'm saying is
because we haven't seen Snoke fight yet.
But we've seen it. No. But what I'm saying is, regardless of that fact, we have not seen one part in the entire episode. I could be wrong, like you're saying, but currently from what we've seen, he has not used any of his fighting style is nothing like Luke Skywalker or Anakin's or anything like that at all. Like we've not.
There's also a possibility that we're just digging way too deep into this.
I agree. We've gone too deep, but
it could just be bad writing. Like they just gave him a cool special power without thinking, how did he do that?
I completely agree. Yeah, we could be.
I feel like it could just be bad writing.
This is the whole. This is that whole when we did that. I sent you guys that whole thing that what is his name? What's the black dude? Finn could be Mace Windu's son because the fighting style is very similar, and they were like making comparisons of that. So it could be just poor writing too, or it could be something deeper. We're gonna find out when episode 8 comes out. It's actually a really good theory. I'll send it to you. It's pretty clever.
Anyways, how did y'all feel about the ending of Rogue One?
It was fire.
Fire.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it, but I also I don't know, maybe it's because we spend so much time with these characters. I'm like, damn, I wish somebody would have lived.
Yeah, I didn't expect everybody to die. That kind of threw me off.
But they probably did it to secure the original.
But you kind of know, because
you knew
they never speak.
I mean, I know it's a suicide mission, but I thought at least one person would get away to tell the tale, and we could see them maybe in episode 8 or something.
Because there was a theory that
to connect the movies.
There was a theory that Jin was Rey's mom, but I guess that's not.
That's not possible. that's definitely not possible.
What's the name? One little Easter egg I thought about that I haven't really seen too many sites talk about. Is the movie's called Rogue One, and in The Empire Strikes Back, when they fought the Battle of Hoth, that squadron was called Rogue 2. Do you think that was maybe inspired by the mission that happened in Rogue One's movie?
That was a way of memorizing them. I
feel like that was an Easter egg put in the movie that nobody really paid.
Yeah,
I didn't see that. Yeah.
Ooh. Also, fuck that Middle Eastern councilman nigga.
Yeah, fuck them
for
console
being
people.
a hating ass bitch.
And fuck that black woman too. Fuck both of them.
Yeah, fuck them both.
I don't remember those characters.
It was Hayden. They was like, they
Oh
was
yeah,
fighting.
I
When,
remember.
when Jin was talking about, oh, we gotta pull up on this planet so we
Oh, I
can get
don't
them
know.
Death Star plans, they were like, but
Oh, okay. During the meeting.
There's gonna be war. People are gonna die. No shit.
How you gonna start a rebellion but you scared to fight?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh,
And
we're gonna
see,
go into
shout out to my
war.
homeboy who was the same race as what's that nigga's name? It's a trap.
I know what you're talking about. What is his name? Not Akbar. Shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Anyway, that's the boy from my L. Yeah, homeboy Admiral Akbar. This
Yeah, Akbar. Close. I was close.
Admiral is not Allah.
That's his full name.
But
His full name.
Anyway. Yeah, the boy who was the same race as him was like, man, fuck all that talking, let's do it. Pull up.
Yeah, he said, let's pull up, dog. He's I'm ready to fight these niggas. I can't believe she said, they got, like, I loved how she countered your point. He was like, but they got a weapon of mass destruction. I was like, okay, so we just gotta let them just run around with this shit? Like,
Exactly.
like,
Right, it's like either fight or you gonna die anyways.
yeah,
Like,
it's like
Exactly.
you gonna just let them
It's not
subjugate
that hard.
you, or
And
you
fight or die, boy.
That shows up in episode 7. They're like, it don't matter where
we
the
go.
rebellion runs. Like, we got a fucking planet destroyer that be killing 5 planets at a time now. Like,
Oh yeah, they blew 5 planets. God damn, dog.
Or
The
some-
Imperials are some savages though. They were like, all right, this world's about to be overtaken. Okay, let's just erase everything. We don't care who's on the planet.
Like, do you ever
needs
think
to
about
die.
that? Like, has everybody ever
Oh,
thought
yeah,
like
that was savage.
why they need a weapon like that to like? Because they basically are destroying resources. Built,
they're
like,
controlling,
it's-
they're
it's a-
controlling
it's
through
fear.
It's
Yeah.
a fear tactic, yeah.
But the thing is, like,
if you don't,
a lot of
I
times-
understand, but if you don't obey with the Empire, then, but
Yeah.
because you also have to think about it. It's not the best writing. Like the in a realistic situation,
you
like
wouldn't
that,
fire that all the
you would
time.
you would have a united galactic, like some sort of force that would
Space UN.
combat, that would combat the Empire. Also, they would probably understand the ramifications of their ideals, because you have to think about it like this: Palpatine was a senator before all this shit went down, so I'm sure he understands the importance of like resources and shit like that. So planets before they get blown up would probably be terraformed to shit, and then pretty much mined and terraformed for their resources to shit. No, terraformed isn't the word, just mined to shit, and then get blown up after.
They
So it's like,
they did have a UN. I just remembered because remember they were trying to hide the Death Star under the movie. They were like, "Yo, we can't let the Senate know about this weapon until we already got it primed." Because I guess the Senate is the UN. Basically, they could have said, "Hey, yo, you're not allowed to have a weapon of mass destruction." The fuck, and I guess they were gonna say, "Yo, fuck you." I guess they're gonna go to Coruscant and blow them up and be like, "Yo, fuck the Senate." Because don't they do that in?
also,
Or don't they like fuck them up or something?
I'm surprised that hasn't
forgot.
become a thing yet, because they literally have a weapon that drains the power of stars and destroys systems. So if the planet destroyer wasn't illegal, the system destroyer
It's definitely illegal. Very fucking illegal. I don't know. That's the one thing at 7. I never understood how they built the Star Killer. How they
of
build that?
destroying an entire system has got to be ridiculous. Like,
The
just ridiculous.
ethical idea of
Yeah.
just blowing
Yeah.
away that many lives and acting like
Like
When I think about it, maybe this is
Just like,
more.
what?
once would get them, like, the entire like galaxy universe would go to war with them. pretty
yeah,
much.
that's what I don't
like-
get.
But my thing, I'm thinking about, maybe this is more poor writing, or I'm just thinking about it too much. They said the Death Star was powered by
No,
the
let's keep
same.
going.
It was powered by the same crystals that powers the lightsabers of the Jedi, and they went to the Jedi second planet and they drained it
And
of all
blew
its
it up.
Right.
they drained of it all its resources
all
and
the
blew it up.
resources.
My thing is, how many shots does the Death Star have before it runs out of juice, because it's running
was a
on a
good
power
point.
supply?
I
Like,
was
But they
about to
also
say, how
said-
did they fire it that fast? They fired it
But-
pretty
Yeah,
darn
they did
fast
fire it
from one
pretty
planet
fast.
to the other.
It was supposed to be longer, but I guess they did.
Oh, you know what? Wait, are you talking about in Rogue One, or are you talking about in
Rogue One.
in Rogue One.
Okay,
Rogue
the
One.
thing about Rogue One, though, remember, they weren't using it at full power.
Yeah,
Because
it was
full power
mad.
would
That is
destroy the
also
planet.
true. That is also true.
If I did
but
blow up the whole
I'm
planet.
saying, like, and for future shots, where did they get their resources from?
There's
Well,
more than
the
just one
thing is-
planet.
The thing is, we don't know how long.
Use
lightsaber
your imagination.
crystal-
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Well,
we don't know how long a lightsaber crystal will last for.
Yeah.
Because apparently it can power a lightsaber indefinitely.
Okay.
So it's probably
Gotcha.
a long time.
It's probably some sort of crazy new.
I'm pretty
energy.
sure they blow up half the universe before it had to get a recharge.
All right, so here's my problem with the ending. I got 2 problems. My initial problem with the movie as a whole. It's the same problem that I had with the Biggie movie. We know what happens at the end, and I'm a little disappointed with the end because it ends with her getting the plans being given to Princess Leia, and she's like, "We have hope now," and then it cuts to the credits. I'm like, "Bitch, that's it." Like they
That's the king.
but no, listen. Can I finish? Can I finish?
Yeah,
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Yeah,
Can I finish?
Nah, you
Damn! It would have just been nice to have like an extra scene, like maybe after the credits, because it is Disney and Disney owns Marvel.
It's called.
They could have had like a post-credit scenes of something alluding that's going to happen, like in Episode 8, that connects the movies between Rogue One.
You know what though? Everybody was waiting. Everybody was low key waiting. I'm like, why are y'all waiting? And then I just thought about it. Now that you said something, yeah, that's exactly why. But I'm like, nah, like I'm leaving.
Yeah, what's the name? It would have been nice to have something that connects Rogue One to Episode 8. Just a little teaser. I thought it could have been more than just her grabbing the blueprints and saying, "We have hope." I'm like, that's it. And then also,
pretty simple.
How would it connect to 8 though?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That was just poor writing, in my opinion.
I disagree.
That's
in
a
connecting
hell.
to 8.
Yeah,
but I definitely would have liked to see something from 8, like maybe like X amount of years in the future, and then like maybe we see like Kylo's helmet or some shit in the Knights of Ren in the background. Like that would have been fire.
But that's
Also,
completely separate of the.
Yeah, but I'm saying like just as
story.
an Easter egg to the next.
Oh, you
Star
talking about
Wars
like
movie.
just a little like
Just something.
Yeah.
Give us a little something.
something separate. Okay, I thought you were talking like. As
It was just like,
linking it. I
come
was
on. Like, that's
linking
it.
makes sense.
What's her name? And then also, the final battle that happened on the planet Scarif, I think it was called. That was dope.
Scarif.
But the actual ending, when they blow up the planet and then old girl and the pilot are just sitting on the beach waiting to be killed, I thought that was a whack ending, just because I was like, I mean, I get it's like
What do
a
you
kids
do?
No, I'm saying like I get it's a
No.
kids movie, but I'm just saying like if I was him, like I'd be like, you trying to fuck before we die?
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Ah, come on, dog. It's a rated.
No. I
It's a
completely
teen
agree.
movie.
I was sitting there thinking
Like,
because
what that
like,
mouth do?
towards the end they were trying to start
They
some
didn't
sort
even
of
care,
connection.
they were, like, almost.
I'm saying like, and they looking at each other's eyes while this damn atomic bomb.
I'm not
is
saying-
blowing up. I'm like, yo.
I'm not
at
saying
least
they had to
something,
do
like,
it
grab a
on
titty.
camera, ethos, but I'm saying they could have alluded to it like just ending with a kiss or something like that, and then it cut.
I
It was
will
like,
say,
ooh, okay, I see what they
The only
doing.
point I'll give it to you was like the hugging was kind of corny. I was just like, why y'all just hugging?
Boy, they
That's-
sitting there holding hands and shit. I'm like, oh my
That's the
God.
one thing I will give you. Is
Boy,
like the
if
hugging
you
was
don't
kind of
grab
out
a
of place.
titty, boy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I know I'm about to die and we got about 5 minutes for that explosion hit me, I'm getting a
yeah.
quickie in, boy. I'm about to die happy, boy.
Yeah, that's why that movie would not be they would not be getting it rated PG-13.
Oh, well, they can cut the camera in my part, boy.
That's for the uncut edition.
You telling me? Hold on. You telling me I just saved your life on a damn suicide mission, and you ain't gonna give me no box?
Hey, that's for the.
He
uncut
did save her at the
version,
end, too. Director was about to kill old girl.
Oh no, let's talk about that. How the fuck did this nigga go?
Yeah,
from
that was
being
bad
knocked
writing.
out
That was bad
to
writing.
being up
We
there?
don't know. We
How?
don't know.
That didn't make
It
no
just-
sense.
Disney
Oh,
magic,
really?
nigga. Disney magic.
Yeah, that was completely illogical. That was the one thing I was
Disney
like, that's completely illogical. God damn it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there are some glaring issues with this movie, like that, the Forrest Whitaker shit. It's like I was like 9 out of 10. I read that in multiple publications. I'm like, I don't know.
But you gotta let that stuff by. I mean, it's fine.
Nah, that's
everything
poor
that I'm
writing.
naming, I'm really nitpicking, but
It's like nitpicky.
like I said, I think it's good. Like another thing, if I can nitpick, is motherfucking when they were trying to get the Death Star plans and they had to clear that like 5-foot jump to hop onto the hard drives. Essentially, I was like, nah, one of y'all niggas would have fell. I don't believe that.
You're
With
not
the wind blowing and shit.
Yeah,
You don't have
it was
hops.
wind blowing. I was like, I was like, yo, did they got something to try and like hook onto it or anything? Like, nah, they just made the jump like it was all good. Like, nah, y'all, nah, no way, no way, boy. Both of y'all made that jump, no problem. Not even a slip. You out your mind.
Yeah, we being really.
Wait, you know what's funny? We haven't even talked about it. What did y'all think about the pilot that was supposed to kill the dad?
I thought he was annoying. I didn't like him.
Cassian was okay.
Cassian was.
I thought he was
man.
a great value Poe Dameron.
I thought he was
I
a great
feel that.
value Lando Calrissian, but you know,
I feel like they were like
Boy,
they
but
were
he's
trying
not
to they were trying a little too
I
hard.
meant in the
to,
aspect of betrayal.
they're trying a little too hard to make him like dark and edgy. Like I feel like Disney was trying to give this vibe that Rogue One was like, this is the side of the rebellion you haven't seen, like the weight of the world on your shoulders. Like that was what I just felt like they were trying too hard with him.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all.
But yeah.
Also, another reason why I don't think the main villain was that dope was he was kind of a bitch. Like as soon as the rebellion pulled up, like when he was trying to talk to
You ran away like a pussy.
Gail or so, yeah, he was like, no, all right, time to
No, when I said I like the director, yeah, I agree. He is a bitch. Like, especially because you let another nigga steal your clout, just let you straight take your shit. What I meant when I said I liked him, I like the aesthetic of him. Like he looked evil. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, I feel you.
Like he looked like a badass.
I wonder
like,
why.
He
He's
looked
dressed up in all white. Got a cape. Got a cloak.
Yeah, this nigga got a cape.
I'd argue he's one of the cooler looking villains, and like I said, I feel like he'll sell a lot of toys with the kids.
I feel you.
Shit, when you dressing up as a great value KKK member.
I'm saying, boy, he
My
really did look.
God.
Absolutely. One's villain a great value.
Wow.
I didn't know
Hey,
KKK
stop me
members
when I'm
wore
lying.
capes, nigga. I didn't
Stop
know
me
they
when
wore
I'm
capes.
lying.
Nah, but that goes back to white
but they do,
supremacy, though.
Oh,
That goes back to
Lord.
white
Here comes
supremacy,
JG.
though. Don't let me get
All right,
started.
we
again.
done with this review. What we rating the final?
Oh my god!
What's the final score for this?
I said a 7.
I give it
Same.
7.5.
a. JG just being extra.
Say something.
So is this Blu-ray collection worthy?
Oh, yeah.
If you're a Star Wars fan, yeah, get it.
I actually need to. I will legit like want to take a day or two and just watch all of the Star Wars movies.
So when we got,
I feel like I do need to rewatch the original trilogy.
Yeah, I'm down.
so you saying is when the GI meet up, we gonna watch the whole GI.
We gonna watch through it.
We gonna watch the whole GI. We gonna watch the whole Star Wars.
Do an entire Star Wars like everything review.
Like Angry Joe, should we live stream? Let him watch watch us watching the movie.
We gonna do it.
Angry Joe,
Y'all
do
go
that.
watch.
You're talking about
Y'all go
gamer
watch these
tag.
movie reviews, boy.
Come watch us watch Star Wars.
That's what his gamer tag is.
yeah.
No, not Angry Joe.
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus Christ, this man went back to 2010 on us. All right, so y'all heard our opinions on Star Wars. Overall, we thought it was a pretty good movie. Go check it out. And other than that, hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the discussion, the review. We're gonna holler at y'all later. What's our next movie?
Yeah, what's the next one we gonna
What's
watch?
coming out?
What is coming out?
Nothing, boy. That's it.
John Wick 2 is
We
coming
coming
out.
next year.
John Wick 2 looks
What is
lit.
John Wick?
Dog.
I heard the first John Wick.
I
was
think we
actually
had this
fire.
conversation before.
Yeah, we
I'm
had
pretty
this
sure we
conversation.
did.
That's why I'm not gonna
Wick,
bring it up.
Wick is for people on government cheese. So everybody,
No.
peace out. Bye.